In this video, we will talk about the Shopify Refresh theme customization. So, we all know that the Refresh theme is one of Shopify's most accomplished theme. Today, we will explore how to transform your online store into a plain store into a Refresh theme that actually refreshes its viewers when they open your store. So this theme right here is actually a versatile free theme designed to enhance your e-commerce experience. It features a clean layout as you can see right here. It has a clean and modern design. It also emphasizes product details depending on what you can actually get with it. So let's head over and see it. And as you can see, it shows this refresh theme. It gives you some insights of what it will look like once a product has been added to this theme. And now it also have advanced customization options that offer flexible designs and customization settings. So you can actually customize it to your mobile. Yes, you can do it, and it still looks as refreshing as possible for this one. So as you can see right here, it's actually ideal for both beginners and seasoned store owners because throughout this, we will cover everything from setting up your homepage and navigation to tweaking colors and typography. So if you're actually not a fan of blue, we can change that up for you. So by the end of this video, we'll be able to create a new, unique online presence that stands out in the competitive e-commerce landscape. So first things first, let's head over right here to our Shopify. So if you haven't have an account yet, just head over and then sign up for one. Also, if you haven't signed up for Shopify just yet, you can use my link down below to get started for just $1 for your first month. So for this one, you just head over right here to admin.shopify.com once you have logged in, and then click on this create store right here. So let's cover first the basics. Let's first create a store. So at first, it will ask you what you would like to sell. So for this one, let's head over and then choose in here an online store. And you can also choose drop shipping and a lot more for this one. So for this one, let's head over and click on next. And then it will ask if you're just a beginner or a seasoned store owner. So a refresh theme is actually versatile for those two. So you can just head over and choose which one. And then it will ask what do you want to sell. So this one is actually depends on you, so I'll head over and then use this to right here and then click on this get started option. So you can actually select which one you want, and as you can see right here, we have the $1 per Shopify. You can use my link down below again in order to get this. So I'll head over and just click on this one, and then from in here it will direct you to the creation of your dashboard. So here's my dashboard right around here. As you can see, it's still so plain because we actually just created this right now. Now if you want to actually set your theme, you can head over right here to online store. So that's the first thing that we need to go on is the online store. Now in here it will automatically open the themes, and you should be able to reflect right here the theme that you have. So on default, everyone should have the Dawn theme on default. However, since we want to have the refresh theme, what we can do is we click on this add theme option, then click on this visit theme store, and then after that it will open in here a new tab that will show in here the themes that we can actually open on Shopify. So here's our Shopify theme store. You can browse the themes that you have. We have Reformation, Be Yours, Bloom. Some are actually paid while some are free. Now what we can do is we can just head over and then look for the refresh theme on this list. If you can find it right here, you can head over and then just search for it. Click on the search option, and then let's search in here for refresh. And as you can see, here's the refresh theme on the search suggestions. Let's click on that, and then it will show you to that page. So here's the page right here. Just click on this try theme option. As you can see, it's been developed by Shopify, so rest assured that it's not corrupted and you can use it without any errors. So from here, this will direct you to this one in order to install the theme on your store. So here's our store in here again. As you can see, it's adding the refresh theme right now. And once it's been added, as you can see, it's loading. And As of right now, next thing you need to do is just wait for this, and then once it's done, we can publish it. Refresh theme has just been added, and the version right now is 15.2.0 as of October 10. So if you want to use this, just head over and click on this publish option, and then click on this publish in here again. And because this will actually replace the Dawn theme on our list, as you can see, it's now replaced it. Now let's head over and then customize this particular store. So in order to do that, just head over and click on this customize option that we can see right around here. Now it will open our Shopify editor. Now this the fun and creative part starts. So let me show you first the features of this Shopify editor. We have in here this live indicator, which means that our store is actually live with this default theme. So we can actually head over and then just make any changes, save it, and it will reflect directly to our store. So we have in here our sidebar on our left. We have in here some icons as well. So this one will feature the section. This one will feature the theme settings, and this one will feature the app embeds. So let's head over first to our section, and we have in here our homepage. You can change the page that you're editing by clicking on this homepage right here. You can edit your products, your collection list, gift card, and everything that you can see right here on this page. So first things first, let's head over and then choose the home page right here in order to edit it. Now it will open in here the sections for your page. We have in here the header, which is this one. And we also have in here the template, which is this one that you can see right here. And the footer is this one. So let's head over and then actually edit out the header first. Let's click on here on the announcement bar, and then it will open this scheme right here. So what you can do is you can just edit out your scheme by clicking on this edit option. Now, for example, you don't like the blue theme of this, so let's head over and choose into a pink one. Let's click on this background right here, and then you can type in here the hex code, or you can just use this color wheel picker in order to get your desired color. So let me head over and then use in here a pink tone, and then let me just use this one. So it's actually a difference between red and pink, so just choose which one you want. Now in here, as you can see, it's actually not good right now because we still have this solid button label that is actually blue. So let's click on that right here, and then let's also click something like pink but lighter. So let's use a lighter pink for that. Now we have in here the shadow as well. Let's also choose pink something for this one. Now, as you can see, it will change the color scheme for this. So let's close this one, and then it will apply it right here on the scheme 4. Now you can see that we can actually add in here a separator line. And also we have the social media icons if you want to show it. So you can toggle this one later if you want to add your social media accounts. We will talk about this later because I will show you how to do that. Now you can also change this on the announcement for every 5 seconds. And also a country and region selector, you can enable it. But let's head over and then just tackle this one later. Now let's head back and let's apply this theme to our store. Let's click on to our section right here, and we have in here our desktop logo and a lot more. Let's choose in here the scheme. Let's choose the scheme for this one, and it will be applied. So let's first head over and then change up everything that's blue and change it into pink. So let's change this one in here as well, and also this one in here. Now in here, as you can see, our store is now pink. So next thing we need to do is we need to head over and then customize the content of our store. So we have in here our store name, which is actually not good because it's just named my store. So we can actually edit that out onto our dashboard. Let's first head over and save this. And then after that, let's head over to our dashboard. So here's our dashboard right here. As you can see on our setup page, we have actually already checked out the customize your online store. But for me, that's not enough yet because it's still not customized to our liking. Now, in order to change your store name, just head over and click on the settings option. And then it will open your settings. And then just go right here to the general option in order to show the general options or settings for your store. Now, from in here on your general page, we have in here the store details. Just head over and click on this My Store because on default, your store name will be My Store. Let's click on this pencil icon right here and let's name it. So let me name it Miss Tiara and then click on the save option. And then after I've done that, it will be saved to the store name. As you can see, it already reflected right here. And let's see if it's already reflected right here. You can refresh this in order to see it. As you can see, it has already changed the name for us. Now for this one, let's head over and then go over first to our header. We have in here several things onto our header announcement bar. What we can do is we can head over and then just choose the desktop menu type. So as of right now, we have three menus. You can make this a drop down, a mega menu, or a drawer. Now we can also enable it to be a sticky header. So when we're talking about sticky header, this means that when you scroll, it will still open in your header. So for example, let's do this. And then when you scroll down, you can still see your header. So this one is actually for you if you want it to be as more engaging and as more overcompensating as possible. Now in here we already have our color scheme, but let's head over and choose in here our menu color scheme as well. So in here we have the country and region selector. You can enable that right here as well as the language selector as well as the customer's account login. So for this one, they have different settings. So for example, you can add a country or region for your market in order to enable the country and region selector. So you can right click on it and open it in a new tab in order to see what it looks like right here on your dashboard. Now our market is on Philippines, so let's head over and click on this add market option in order to add another market on this list. For example, let's head over and add in here Asia, or you can just add a whole continent if you want to as well for this one. So for this, you can just choose separate countries or a whole new continent. So I'll just choose a whole continent of Asia on this list right here. Click on this add market. Then as you can see, these markets will be added to your Shopify and it should be able to reflect the changes that you have for your country or region selector. Now in here, as you can see right now, Asia is inactive. Make sure to activate this in order to actually add or make sure to distribute to this country. You just need to configure the shipping for this one. Now let's head over in here again, and then you can also add a language selector. Just head over right here to your language settings and it should be able to show you to that particular part. Now just add in here language that you want. So for example, let's add in here Korea, or you can also just select South Korea if you want. You need to be specific with this one because there's a lot of country that goes into this. You can also just search in here for other countries like Japanese. You can add that right here and then just continue adding that until you reach the all the language that you want added. So let's also add in here other languages that supports this like Indonesian and then add it. Now you just need to just choose in here some translation. Just use the translation and adapt tool of Shopify. Open it and install it in order to add it to your store, and it should make your store much more worldwide accepted using this one. Just click on this auto translate option, then translate, and it will auto translate to this one. Everything that you have right here onto your store will be translated fully. Now let's head back in here again while that's loading. We also have the customer accounts login, which enables you to use this feature right here wherein members can sign into your store. So I'll just head over and then set that up later. Now we have in here our homepage. Just head over and then just choose on your slide. On default, a slide will be added. However, if you don't want a slide, you can add other section by just heading over and clicking on this add section option. For example, you can click on this one, and if you want, you can add the featured collection, featured product, image with text, or anything that you want added for this one. So for example, I'll just add in here an image with text and then it should be added just below it. Now you can also adjust the height if you want to. If that's necessary, you can make this small, medium, or large as well. So I'll just make everything right here small, and also have in here this. Let's make this small right here. And then if you want, you can add an image because this one is just a placeholder image. So we can actually add in here a product of ours in order to describe what we are offering them. Just click on the select image option, or you can also explore free images. Now you can also upload an image of your liking if you want to as well. So for this one, I'll head over and then add in here an image that I have downloaded and added. Now this will upload in here. Now what you can do is this will process. Just click on done option, and in just a few seconds it shall be added as your background. So you can actually just see if this one is working for your team. So as you can see right now, we have this image and we have this browse our latest product option. Now you can also change the theme for this one. As you can see, it uses the theme 2. You can change it to the scheme 4 that we have earlier. In order to make this as blank as possible, however, if you want, you can still change it into other things. Like for example, let's change the blue right here into the pink option that we have earlier in order to make this much more customizable. So as you can see, we have now that. So let's also change this one, and it is actually so much more better now. Now you can also edit out any slides that you have right here. Like for example, we have in here the featured collection, and we have in here the placeholder images. So in order to add in here your product, you first need to add your product to your dashboard. So let's head over to our dashboard, but first things first, let me head over and save this one first in order to not lose any progress. And now let's go right here to our dashboard, and let's go right here to our products option. So for this one, you can import product selection for as CSV, or you can just click on this add product option right here in order to add some products that you have already have on stock. So I'll just head over and add in here a title. So for example, we have in here engagement ring. And then you can just use an AI to add your description, or you can also add your own. But in order to make things easier, I'll just choose in here this AI, and this will generate a description for me. Just click on the skip if you want it. Now it should be added right here onto your file. Now in here you can just head over and upload in here a media that you want, and the category will be added as rings. For the price, let's set it around 9999, and you can also charge tax for this one, and you can also put in here the cost it makes you, and you can also see in here the profit as well as the margin. You can also track the quantity for this. So for example, we have only 10, and then you can also continue selling when out of stock, and this will actually be a pre-order. Now make sure to check this physical product, but this one depends on what product you're entailing. So I'll just head over and then add in here that, and you can also add in here variants. Like for example, let's choose in here jewelry type. It can be a fine jewelry, imitation jewelry, or anything that we have right here. So I'll just put in here gold and silver. Then click on done, and it will be added as variants. As you can see, we have now this variant. Now you can also change the price for a variant right here. Like for example, you can make the gold one much more pricier than the silver one if you want to. Now you can also add different stocks for that, and also you can see in here what it will look like. So just head over and then add in here and make sure the status is active as well as the product organization. And for the template, let's choose a default product template that refresh offers. So I have created right here 4 products, and then let's head over right here to our customized refresh. And then you can see in here the featured product option, and it will refresh into the products that we have right here. So you can also change the style for this one for the scheme. So for example, let's choose in here the scheme 4, and it will be added like this. But let's stick with scheme 2 right here. And now we have this one. Now, as you can see, it's all coming back now. And let's click on this last one that we have. you can add in here another image that will represent yourself. So for example, let's add this one. Let's also click on done. And now we have this one. So you can also make sure to adapt the image to the image height. And then just click on the text if you want to edit it. And then just put in here the new text that you want to use. So let's put in this, who are we? And then just put in here the text that for this one. So I have inputted right here a text and it will serve as our catalog for this one. You can also click on that and change the color scheme in here as well into this one in order to change it up. You can also change the button labels. As you can see, the button label is still looks like that. So you can change that one as well. So just check or click on this one and change up some things in order to make it much more customized for you. And in here we have the last thing on our list, which is the footer. So you can change up the padding for that. You can change the height as well as the bottom tops for that as well. And then in here we have the access for this one in here. You can also enable follow and shop as well as social media icons if you have already added that. So if you want to add that, you can add it on your theme settings. You can just right click on it and open it in a new tab in order to see what it looks like onto your dashboard. So let's just wait for this to load and it should be able to add it right around here. We have in here theme settings, and in here this is what our product look like right now. So here's our theme settings. So what we can do is we can now add our logo for this. Just click on this logo and click on select image and then just add the logo that you have. So I'll just head over and add in here the logo that I have created. Now it's uploading, and then after that, just click on done, and it should be able to be added right here onto your actual logo for this one. So you can also change up the width for this one. So if you make this smaller, it will also make things smaller on this side of the page. So for example, let's only make this around 50, and then this should reflect the changes in just a few seconds. As you can see, it has reflected that. Now, if you want to change the position of your logo, you can just head over and click on the header again. Then just put in here on the middle left, middle center, top left, or anything that you want. I'll put it right here on the middle left, and it should look like this right now, which is much more space saving and dynamic. Let's head over in here again to our theme settings. And now that we're done with the logo, let's also save it as a fav icon image. Click on the select image option and then add your logo as of your fav icon. And that way, when visitors actually visit your site, they should be able to see that your logo will be your like this one. Now let's head over right here to our colors. So on default, you can only choose one. However, since we have actually applied our default colors, it will be added throughout our theme. Now you can also delete some colors right here if you don't want them as well. Now for the typography, you can change up the font for this one. So for example, let's change the font from this font into a more cuter font like this. And then in just a few seconds it should be added onto the heading part of the page depending on how you actually want it to be added as well. Just head over and click on select right here and it should be added as your headings, and then you can just add in here the body as well as everything that you can see in here. From there, you can also click on animations. You can make this vertical lift and it should be able to affect cards and buttons as well, and this will reveal the cards in a section. So for example, if we change to vertical lift, it will show up this kind of animation right here that will actually animate it up using this vertical lift option. Now onto our buttons, we have in here the thickness of our buttons as well as everything that we have in here as well. So what you can do is you can increase the opacity or anything that you want for this one. Now we have the variant fills like the thickness of the border, the opacity of that, as well as the corner ranges. So you can change that up to your liking as well. And we also have in here the inputs, product cards, collection cards, blog cards, drop downs, and pop ups. So this is actually the very important one. You can change it up as well because this will only change up the appearance of that and not any necessary function. Now we have in here the social media option. you can just input right here your Facebook. Now I have added right here three social media accounts. So they should be able to appear right here onto your footer. And as you can see, we have now these logos and people can now reach us through that. Now let's expand this and you can also put in here the search behavior. You can enable search suggestions as well as product vendor as well as the product price for this one. Now that we're done with the home page, we can now proceed to the next crucial page, which is the product page. So just head over to this product page and it will actually go right to the default product, which will entice what it looks like. So on default, your header will already look like this. Now let's head over and click on our product information. And as you can see, it's still different scheme. So you can click on this change option and change it up to the one that we have right here. So you can also change it up to other schemes, like for example, scheme 4. But I think that will look redundant right now. So I'll just choose scheme 2 right here. And that way it will reflect the white background with sort of pink colors. So you can also add some more sections for this one if you want. Like for example, we can just head over it here again to our sections. You can add product rating, right here, variant picker, quantity selector, which is this one, and also the description we have in here, and also the buy buttons and description, the share option, or if you want, you can also add another block that you want to add for this one. So for example, let's add in here complementary products, and that way, whenever people buy this particular part, they should be able to see in here complementary products that is actually designed to their liking. So you won't be able to see a preview of that right now because it's actually tailor made per user. So you can head over and then just use the tag word or the price tag and just put in here the heading and as well as the icon right here and the maximum products to show for this one. So I'll just put 4. Now we have now in here all of these things. Now just head over and click on save. Now, if you want to change up your menu, you can just head over and click on your header, and we have in here a menu. Or you can also head over right here to your dashboard, go to your settings option right here. And if you want to change up your menu, you can just locate it right here onto your settings. Now, if you want to install some applications, you can also head over to your app embeds and then you can search for apps that you want to add. You can also just install it using the Shopify App Store. When you click on this one, it will show you all of the apps that you can add onto your store in here as well. So we have in here a lot of essential apps that you can add to your store. You can just head over and then click on each one of them or just one of them right here. So for example, if you want to add live chat, just click on this one. Click on this install option and it will ask for your actual permission to install this to your store in order to add it. And you should be able to see it on the app embeds and install it from in there. So I'll just head over and do that. So this app has now been installed because the install option has been replaced by open and we can now see that it's already been added onto our embeds. Just head over and turn this on in order to save it and then make sure that's enabled onto your website. You can just do or customize everything onto your collections, but we have already tackled the ones that matters the most, which is the product and then the home page. So if you want, you can also change it up or edit it out through the mobile option by clicking on this mobile option right here. And you can see that this is what it looks like onto a mobile option. This is what your product looks like. You can actually just make things smaller if you want to as well. And you can also see in here what our homepage looks like. So we have in here our image, browsing latest products as well as the products available, and also the about me option. So it's actually really important to click on the save option because if you close down this tab, you won't be able to retrieve anything that you have actually edited out or you have edited out on this particular part. So for the best practices, I suggest creating a mock-up or reference from other stores for inspiration in order to map out everything that you want to see on your store. So for this one, I have in here the latest products, the featured products, as well as who are we. This is because it enhances viewers' trust or shoppers' trust and it helps build trust from them in order to make them purchase your store and then convert them from viewers to buyers. So to summarize, we have already created the home page as well as the product page right around here, and we also tackled the difference or the switching of mobile to desktop, and we also have another one which is on the full screen mode. So you can head over and then just use it to your advantage, and then you can utilize everything. Make sure to also set up your PayPal as well as other payment options in order to receive payment from buyers on your store. So that's all there is today, and I hope